Okay, so our next performer is going to be Jenna. And if you want to unmute yourself and announce your name and the piece that you'll be playing for us today.
So my name is Jenna, and I'll be playing Sonata number 2 in D minor, Opus 14, Movement 4, just like the first 5 pages of it.
Nice. All right, so that was Jenna performing the Sonata Number 2 in D minor, Movement 4 Vivace by Sergei Prokofiev. So let me pull up the poll real quick, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Um, and you guys can start filling out the poll from this link. So for everyone, just make sure to fill out the poll from the second link. So you can go to that link and then you should be able to see the poll results and start filling that out like you did on the last one, last performance, right? If anyone has any verbal feedback, you can raise your hands, but I'll give you guys a few moments to kind of fill out the poll. The poll results coming in now. And then does anyone have any verbal feedback while we're at it? Or start calling out people. Okay. How about Shivani, if you have any verbal feedback to give?
So I like the opening stuff. I don't know. To me, it kind of sounds like she rushed somewhere, but like, that's all. It's good.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely helpful feedback. Awesome. All right. What else is coming in? I'll give you guys a few more minutes to give you guys like an minute or so to get that in. And then we'll go from there. All right, cool. So yeah, in terms of the poll, I'll just read it off. And Jenna, you'll be able to access this through Oclef Pro later on, so you can kind of see how you scored. So on articulation, you got a 9, 8, and a 7. So on articulation, I thought it was pretty good. It was pretty clean for the most part, and especially the staccatos, like they were really, really nice and sharp. So I don't really have much to add in terms of like feedback on that. Articulation was probably one of the strong points of the piece so far. In terms of the next one, balance, you got 8, 9, and 4. So bit of a division there. But yeah, I thought balance was all right. There were some sections that I think the left hand felt overpowered. So I think it was like the left hand felt like it was overpowering the right hand at some points. I thought the opening, I agree with what Shivani said. The opening was really nice. I thought that was really, really powerful. But and I thought that was really, really nicely played. But later on, especially since the left hand tends to be super low and since it's like staccato, I think balance would be a huge kind of like a challenge throughout that piece. So making sure to kind of make sure it doesn't overpower the right hand overall. Beyond that, dynamics, 8, 7, and 4. Dynamics were nice in terms of like the loud section, but I thought it was a little bit top heavy. It definitely goes a lot between like, there's a lot of like very specific dynamics. Like it's like, there's a lot of sections where it's like piano, then forte piano and all of this stuff. So I think definitely you can expand the piano into a softer range. So kind of expanding the dynamic range overall. But I thought the fortes were really nice, and I thought there was a really good character with the forte that you chose, and the intensive that you chose to play that forte with. In terms of movement, you got 4, 7, and a 4. Yeah, in the few glances that I got, I didn't see much movement. I think that's probably because you're reading, so that's fine. So I think later on, especially because of this piece is kind of like a very I don't want to describe it as upbeat, but very like rhythmic piece. There's a lot of rhythm going on. I think there's definitely a lot of like room for movement and expression within that once you have it kind of like memorized and you're more comfortable with the piece overall. And on phrasing, you got 8, 8, and 8. So yeah, phrasing was probably one of the better points, I think. Phrasing was pretty good overall in terms of like how you play through all the chords, how you play through all the notes, and how you voiced out everything. So I thought that was pretty good. So